How is it, everyone? And welcome to your first class math tutorials. And in this tutorial, we're going to look at two questions on direct variation. So the first question is saying if x varies directly with y and x is equals to 3 when y is equals to 12, find the relationship between x and y. So I'm sure we are all aware from the previous tutorials that for us to find the relationship between two variables, we have to introduce a constant. So this simply means that our solution is going to be like x varies directly with y. This is what the statement is saying. And then we are going to introduce a constant. And then mostly our constant is represented by the variable k. So it is going to be x is equal to ky. And then after this, we find the value of the constant by substituting the value of x and y in that equation. So the value of x here is 3. So we are going to say 3 is equals to the value of y is 12k. Now we've got an equation to solve for k. We're going to divide both sides by 12, divide both sides by 12, and then the value of k is going to be 1 over 4. This is the value of k. So for us to establish the relationship between x and y, we are simply going to substitute 1/4 in this equation. So the relationship between x and y is going to be x is equal to 1/4 y. This is going to be the relationship between x and y when we are done with answering this question on direct variation. And looking at the second question on direct variation, if d varies directly with s and d is equal to 140, when s is equals to 35, find the relationship between d and s, right? And then the second part is saying find the value of s when d is equals to 176. So answering the first question, we've got d varies directly with s, and then we introduce the constant, and we are going to have d is equals to ks. And then after this, we are going to substitute the value of d, which is 140. 140 is equal to, and then substitute the value of s, which is 35. So we are going to have 140 is equals to 35k. And then we solve for k. So solving for k, we are going to divide both sides by 35. Divide both sides by 35. And then the value of k is going to be 40. Is going to be 4. Yes, the value of k is going to be 4. This is the value of k. We are going to get 4. So for us to establish the relationship between d and s, we are going to substitute the value of k here. So we are going to have d is equals to 4s. This is the relationship between d and s on our direct variation question. So answering part B of the question, which is saying find the value of s when d is equals to 176, we are simply going to substitute this 176 in our formula and then solve for s. So it is going to be 176 is equals to 4s, and then divide both sides by 4. Divide both sides by 4 so that we find the value of s, which is going to be 44. So this is how you handle a direct variation or direct proportion questions. And always remember that practice makes perfect.